Hey guys, Ecanon here, and today I'm bringing you a little video that's been long overdue. This video was meant for my 100 sub special, but this year's been a little crazy. I really never got around to doing it, so I just thought I'd do it now. And actually, it might be a good thing that I'm doing it now because it sure will definitely come out a lot better than it would have back then because I've learned a lot since then. And basically, I've been getting a lot of questions lately on how I get my videos to look the way they do. It's not really too difficult, and I just thought I'd make a quick tutorial on how to get certain things the way the way I have them. So I'm not, by no means am I any like insane editor like TheMEOWgamist, whose channel will be in the description below. Please check his channel out. It's phenomenal, honestly. He puts a lot of time and effort into his videos, and you should definitely check him out if you're really looking into get into some serious editing. But anyway, I just wanted to cover a few topics. First of all, the first thing I want to do is the frame rate. For your project, what you're going to want to do is you're going to File, Project, and make sure you're starting off your project with 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720 if you're looking to just upload in 720p, but 1080p is always better, but it will take longer to render. For the frame rate, if you wanted to look like, if you want it to be in 60 FPS, that's fine. You can change this to 30 for now. It'll make it easier to edit the video itself, but this doesn't mean the video is going to be in 60 or 30 FPS. You can still render it to 60. So once that's all set, you can do that. Full resolution rendering quality, which I change to best. Change all these to I just change that pretty much, and then just click OK. And so now we're going to get this over here, I already chose the video that I wanted to use for this. So I'm going to go into Options, View, Window. Alright, so I got my previews all set up right here. Just change the preview to like preview in half, so it'll just not lag as much as it could if you have it on like full or something like that. So the preview is going to have a little less quality than the final video is going to come out. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure your video is the same aspect ratio as the video project. And to do this, you want to go into the pan and cropping mode right here, click this button, and then this window will come up. And you're going to go to the source tab and change maintain an aspect ratio to no. You don't want it to keep that. And also, just double check to make sure it's put your settings, like this, because sometimes it changes it, so I want to change this back to 1080, so it's in 1080p. Sometimes it'll automatically like change the project to, whatever your video is. So now that that's done, and then we have this changed to maintain aspect ratio is on no. Now there will be no black bars around your videos, and it'll look a lot nicer. So before you get started on actually editing the video, to get the cleanest looking renders, what you want to do is right click on the video, and every single video that you have in here, go to Properties, and then right here click Disable Resample. So we're gonna do that for each and every clip. Say you have like 2 of these clips here. Say like these are 2 different clips. I'm going to copy this first of all. We're going to go into both of these properties and then disable resample. And what that'll do is it'll look really crappy. I'll put it on screen right now what it'll look like with and without. So what this disable resample does is it for videos that render higher than actually, just videos in general, like once you render them with this on this default setting, which is Smart Resample, it looks really ugly, kind of. It gives it like this weird blurry look to it. Every frame will get kind of interlaced, and it'll look really messy in the end. So you want to just disable it, because it's just really not worth it. Alright, so now that we got render settings out of the way, now we can actually go to editing the video. So what I like to do, first of all, in editing is I like to give it a sort of like a bit of like a bloom effect kind of look, and that makes it look kind of like my last few videos have looked. Basically, you're going to go to the effects button right on the video track right here, or if you have the if you have a bunch of clips you want to put in order, you're going to go to this track over here and click this track effects. So the effect that I usually use is the soft contrast effect, Sony soft contrast. That should be like close to the end. So just double click that, and click OK. And alright, so now we're into the soft contrast, and then you'll see like the video now has like this awesome like bloomy kind of look. Then you can kind of just play around with it. Like if you want to like change the hue of the color, then you can kind of give it like a yellowish look. Just don't tint it too far because it'll start to look kind of funny. I usually keep it on like a yellowish or like a light bluish, but I'm gonna try yellow, give it kind of like a twilight looking kind of look to it. Diffusion, you can kind of play around with. The lower it is, kind of a more normal little look. Or, not actually, I guess it's the other way around, so keep that kind of low for now. Contrast, I usually bump it up to like 70 or so. Stretch range, let's see. That one, I guess you can keep around like 50 or something. The low trim, I usually keep kind of low, but bump it up just a little bit. The high trim, it doesn't really look too different. I usually keep it around here. And that gives it this kind of like, you know, like really nice like bloom effect to it. What the bloom effect does, it adds like a combination of contrast, ambient occlusion, and cell shading, sorry. And it gives it like a really nice effect to it and makes your video look pretty nice. And yeah, you can just play around with it a little bit if you want to. You'll see what I mean. If you want to get it to look the way you want, just play around with it, you'll get something that looks pretty good. But you gotta practice a bit. So the next effect I want to put on is pretty simple. What we're gonna do is go to the track on the left, it'll be the video track. Right click on the number here and then insert video track. And that'll add another track for you to work with, so you can place something on top. Now what we're going to do is go to the Media Generators tab, which should be right here if you're using the default layout. I'm going to go for solid color and just take a black, this is solid black color, and then stretch it out to fit the length of the video. Now what we're going to do is we're going to give that an effect. This one we're just going to give a simple cookie cutter. It's not really a very special effect. So I'm going to change the shape to an oval first of all, and cutaway selection, not the other way. The feather is going to change the like this kind of like the smoothness, kind of like a gradient, I guess. And then we can also change the size, so we'll make it a little larger, and it'll kind of fade around the outsides, I guess. And then feather a little lower, and just play around with it and try to get it to like kind of darken some of the edges, I guess. It'll give it like a nice kind of like cinematic look to it. You gotta just play around with it a little bit to get it to look right. That's about right there. What we can also do right there is also decrease like the opacity of it, so we can just take it a little down and it'll be like a little less harsh, I guess, because it's pretty solid. Like the color is very solid when you do that. Yeah, I think it looks a bit better. So maybe take it down a little more. I think there's kind of like a shadowy, like inward look to it. All right, now what I'm also gonna do is just change the brightness, I guess. This kind of looks a little dark, and I don't want it to be like dark, and I don't want it to like take away the mood that I already set for it. So I'm just gonna go to the which is it? All right, brightness and contrast. Just take one of these. I got the brightness a little bit. Ooh, too much. Maybe like right there. That should looks pretty good. Contrast. Yeah, maybe that's a little too much. Right there. It looks still pretty good, I guess. Kind of adds a little like distinction between like colors and stuff like that. So if you play it now, yeah. Once you got that done, then you can finally render it, I guess. And if you want to add some more effects, you can try other stuff. Like just play around with it for a bit and get creative. Some notable effects are the starburst, the glow, the Gaussian blur, and stuff like that. You want to play around with for a bit. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with the effects and stuff like that to make it look nice. But this is usually just what I do. It's very simple. And you're gonna want to go into File and Render As. And I already have a preset made, but I'll show you how I kind of did it. Okay, so you're going to find the main concept ABC tab, and basically you're going to try to find, let's see which one, Internet HD. 1080p. You're gonna star it, just customize it, and then change it to, I'm just gonna name it tutorial, but just name it like YouTube 60 FPS or something like that. So you just know what it is and click this button here, save it. Or what you're gonna firstly do is change the profile to high, because it's gonna look like crap if you don't do that. The frame rate is where you want to change to 60, so that'll allow it to render in 60 FPS and make your videos look nice. If your videos don't, like, if you don't record in 60 FPS, you might want to keep it down, because people will start to see your frame stutters if you don't keep 60 FPS. And let's see. Alright, so you're gonna try to get a variable bitrate going. What I usually do is just I keep it stabling around 16 million for both of these. It's just the bit rate, so it keeps the good quality. 16 is like a really good quality level. If you want it to look like still really good, but you want it to render faster and not be so hard on your computer, you can change it down to like 8 or 12. I prefer 16, so it keeps good quality. This is up to you. If you have a good graphics card like I do, I'll just change it to OpenCL. Or if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you change it to CUDA. But if you don't, just change it to CPU only. Let's see. Projects. Alright, yeah, go to the project tab on the bottom, change it to best. Okay, and then now you can just customize again and just save it as that. And alright, now we have that, you can star it, and then now that'll be the one that you use and just show the favorites only. So now that we got render settings out of the way, yeah, after that we can finally go to File and Render As, and then you're going to save it to your desktop, and then you just name it whatever you want, and then it'll be in the .mp4 format because we're using the new tutorial 60 FPS preset that we just made, and then click render, and then it'll render your video, and that's really all there is to it. Alright guys, I hope this tutorial helped you, and if it did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and let me know, that this was actually useful to you. If you want me to make more, I can make more and go a little more in depth on, how to get your videos to look even nicer than this. Like, this is kind of just a quick edit to show you guys how to do it, because obviously I spend a lot more time actually doing it than I would in a tutorial, because it would just be kind of a waste of both of our time. So if you want to see more, I'll make another part for sure, and then yeah, just put it out for you guys, so just let me know. And also, thank you guys so much for 150 subscribers now. I know this tutorial is a little late. I was going to do it for my 100 subscriber special, but I thought I'd just put it out now, because I finally have the time to actually start doing this again now, and I really enjoy it, and I want to put more stuff out for you guys, so yeah, stay tuned to my other videos, and I'll try to put some more stuff out that you guys like. Just let me know what you want to see, and I'll definitely put it out. I have more stuff on the way, not just one in the quiver stuff, other videos as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys later.